Hi, I'm CJ Bolland, and this is my studio. Come in, will you? Actually, my entire life has been defined by colliding emotions and just like how the devil, the angels, the contrasts. I just love like big, fat noises colliding with the little angel sounds that come on top, and this kind of whole big meets small, black meets white, and just everything is just like bouncing and kicking off each other. And with all the different influences I've had in the last like decade, working with rock bands, working with Tom Bauman from Days, doing an electro meets his world traditional song structures project. All those influences patched into what I'm doing, or what I was doing at least before with techno, has just been very challenging and something I really wanted to see how that would pan out. This first track is called Freak. It's going to be the first single of the album. So your classic dance floor, tech electro, crossover, poppy track. And then just around the corner, as if it was nothing. What's that? CJ Bolland's version of drum and bass. Every day in the studio is another day in the studio, and every day I'm really influenced by my emotions, which really influences the vibe of what I'm doing that particular day. And obviously my emotions are influenced by everything that's going on in my life. So this is the main control room. This is where it all happens. This, my Sony DMX 100, is my digital mixer. Took me a long time to decide which one to get because I was into my analog desks, but this one has the sound. It's got all the bits, it does all the digital stuff that you want it to do. It's a remote control unit for anything you want, and it sounds wicked, and it's lovely in the distortion, which is a pretty hard thing to come by with digital desks. Then on this side, some old gear, the old Alpha Juno 1, Roland, the Korg, and an old Kurzweil. Some more Kurzweils, as if one wasn't enough, and my old sampler, Roland Innovation. Oh, and this baby, TB303, the acid box, the original acid from Chicago sound. I really wanted to combine all these things and get a really old school fat sound combined with a fresh cutting edge digital slice to it. What's always fun in the studio as well is when you're working in just to pick up ideas and just generally get into a vibe is start mashing stuff up on the mixer just to get ideas of the way things sound. Like for instance, And just mix things in and start using the bit crusher effect on it and mashing it up just to get like senses of grooves and stuff. If I'm getting the general feeling that it ain't grooving enough yet, just to say, oh, I've got a record that sort of, has some kind of affinity with. Let me see if I mix that into it. What ideas is it going to give me? So I beat mix it in and start playing with the effects on the mixer on the Pioneer, and just bang it in, and then just, oh, that's a good idea, and then I start. You get the general idea, you know what I mean? Just mashing things up for the sake of mashing things up, just to get on a vibe, and it just brings me in the mood and gets me going, and start programming basically. So that's always a good way just to get in the mood. Some of us have got to work in here, mate. I think it's about time you left. Don't you think so? Seeing you then. Seeing you. See you later.